Hello! Ooh, there we go. Now it's working. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back to our stream series where we're doing our Boycott Qatar 2022 event. Sorry, you had me twice there for a second. Yes, I am boycotting the World Cup in Qatar for, I'd argue, obvious reasons. Migrant worker situations, they're not ideal. And we don't really like situations like that happening. People working under slave conditions, not receiving their wages, and also over 6,000 people having died under those conditions. So what I have decided to do is I will not watch the World Cup in my protest of that, and also just do that little extra to make this one a little bit of a better place. I have decided to start a fundraiser. I'm hoping to raise €750 by the end of the World Cup for the migrantsrights.org organization, which I will donate to that organization, which fight for migrant workers' rights and try to, prevent such situations from happening. And we're always starting the stream day off with a little donation, ending the stream day off with a little donation. Now, normally we're doing €5 per donation, or we have to 120 of the €750 goal. Now we up it, I think, to €10 whenever we do 2 streams a day. And anyone else who wants to partake in this, who wants to do that a little bit to make this world a better place, if you have any money available for it, I don't know, it's €1 or €50 or whatever it is, you can find the link to it on my Twitch About tab, on my YouTube About tab, and on my Twitter. I will in the next few days try to update the stream a little bit so that I can also just pop it in the chat whenever I'm donating. And there you go, that's the thank you note. We have donated. It takes a bit of a while for the total to update, but by the end of the first stream today, we will have that done. Now, jumping into something a bit more lighthearted, let's go switch over to our Football Manager tab. And let's get started here. So, big game to start off today's stream. I have said that I would schedule friendlies in the meantime and take care of a little bit. I did not do any of that, so we will have to go through all of that together. We have just come off the back of a 4-0 victory in the Cup against Maiden City. I do not think I have yet gone through the players to criticize and praise them. So let us do that real quick. Walker will get a bit of praise. I'm guessing he won quite a few headers, so we praise his heading. And Jack Owens also off the bench with a very good performance. Last game. Creative Best getting that assist as well on off the bench. Okay, perfect. That's done. Press conference we don't really need to go to, wasn't that important, the game. Yes, so today we've got the tie against top of the table Limavady at home, which is huge because we were promotion hopefuls when the season started and we have not looked like it for most parts of the season, sitting 10 points behind the top of the table, which is the only spot that gives you automatic promotion. Now last year we already missed out on playoff heartache against Newington, and we would like to make sure that that doesn't happen again, but we shall see. For now, let us arrange some friendlies. Let us do them on Saturdays. Let's see, multiple friendly matches. For some reason, we cannot do one around here. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's a cup draw waiting to be made for them. Maybe the intermediate cup will come in there. So we will just do these 2 for now. If nothing develops in that spot, we will let that happen as well. Now, normally I would let my backroom staff take care of these things. They are set to. However, they don't really seem to do it whenever we expect them to. Let us play against Bruntwood, I guess, and similar reputation teams. Belfast Celtic, where are they? The same professional side in a division below us. Okay, good. That's a couple of good friendlies in there. Keep the confidence flowing, keep the match sharpness up. And let's see when we get to that cup draw time. I think that should be today. No, it's not yet. Okay, well, we'll stay patient and just progress through. So there's a chance, all level of you, there's a chance that we'll only be getting through the one competitive fixture in the first stream of today, because it's like 3 weeks without any football around it. Any competitive football. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. And we have noticed that with this computer streaming simultaneously on 2 platforms and then progressing through the save, it's not going all too fast. I will lower the amount of leagues loaded for next season, I think. So that hopefully that situation improves. But for now, we'll just have to deal with it. Yes, okay, today we've got the France group to be concluded. Mitchell adapts to play a more simple passing game. Fantastic. Ben Mitchell, he's always struggled a lot with his pass completion. Although lately it's looked pretty good. So hopefully that will improve him in possession. I love seeing that. Is there any other trait we want to train on him, or should we do some training of attributes? I think training of attributes is the way to go. We will try and work on his aerial so that his bravery hopefully improves. He throws himself into tackles and aerial duels a bit more. Tarkington is dropping off massively. So he's apparently able to perform well in his new position. That's good. I would have hoped that came in sooner. Okay, our friendly opposition are going to play a 4-2-3-1. Interesting news. Thank you very much for that update. So yeah, in the meantime, so that we're not just sitting here in silence, I think we might as well chat a bit about the squad, what we have planned for it, or what like ideally would happen with it, because obviously we're not in charge of transfers. We just have our veto to confirm or deny any deals, both sale, incoming and outgoing, although outgoing, since no one is bound to the club by contract, just all on non-contracts, amateur contracts, basically everyone is free to negotiate with other clubs when and if they choose, so we can't really reject those opportunities. As Peter McCrone, our director of football, who started about like half a year ago in that position, has decided to retire from hands-on roles in football and will pursue part-time roles going forward. McCrone is currently P.S.N.I director of football, a post he held since December 2022. Does that mean he's fine remaining director of football, but he just doesn't want to be a manager or anything like that anymore? I think so. Hopefully he stays around, because despite his attribute, he's done a pretty good job of recruitment so far. We have got the B team fixture very soon. Let's see. So we're just gonna send the lineup out there in the friendly match we want to play the week after in the league fixture. Just get match sharpness up. So let us set that up. Elliot Wood has been on very nice form, so he will get around in the league as well, ahead of Craig Bryars, who's dropped off a little bit. Matteo Lavolca, similar things go for him compared to Ben Mitchell. Andrew Ferguson just about done well enough to keep his spot. Kay Wardle has been improving. Matthew Hanna has not necessarily shown enough to displace Johnny Wilson, but he will need to back up his ideas. Aaron Cochrane has looked very solid in here, so he can keep his spots. Jack Berry, not shown what we want to see really, but was a little bit better last time out, so we'll give him another run out. Kalen Waters dropped off in terms of form, very disappointingly. Let's actually criticize some players for their form. I haven't done that yet so far. Okay, we'll not pressure too much yet, but we'll tell him to try to pick himself back up in the next 2 matches. I think Johnny Wilson will say he'll have to play better if he wants to stay in the first team. Okay. Clayton Ward, Thomas Burns, I'm tempted to take off, but again, no one has really recommended themselves from the bench. I think James Clark has looked pretty turd, and I think we're going to now send him to the B team. Although no, but he's trading the knocks to ball past opponent trade, so we won't send him to the B team permanently. Thomas Burns has been so bad. We'll talk to him about it, tell him he's not got a guaranteed spot in the first team. And we will also give Tarkington the opportunity to convince us in the cup tie. Naturally, he want to be a starter. He'll have to, if he shows us something that, we might consider it. Matthew Harron has scored 4 goals in that cup tie, so he will stay out there as our striker. Very well. Let us see what else do we want to do. So we have to change these up because there was a cup tie midweek. So Connor Young can go back in here. And where's Tom Hegan all the way at the bottom? What happened here? Okay. One more then. Actually, you know what? We're gonna just restart. First team. Okay. Bryce out for Wood. Mitchell out for Walker. Ferguson, Wardlow, Wilson. Young out for Cochrane. Jack Barry, Kalen Ward, and Nick Tarkington. Let's put James Clark out there. Matthew Heron, okay, perfect. So Mitchell on the bench, is that fine? Should we bring in Jack Graham? Alright, leave Mitchell on the bench. He's a good positive influence in terms of personality on the squad. Sorry. Bryce can stay there. Matthew Hanna makes place for Connor Young. Melty makes space for Jack Owens after he's had a good match out there the other day. Chris Watts stays here. Okay, so that is the ideal lineup for the week after next. So let us send the players down to the B team we want down there. So these 3 can go. We've got a maximum of 4 players who can go down there. We'll send these 4, and then we'll send the youngsters who can go as well. Yep. Can go as well. Okay, good. That's set up then. Squad available, reserves, next match, 90 minutes. Perfect. Jigmore, Yip, Clark, Hamilton. Defensive midfield role, I don't know if I follow that. Ben Gordon, Watson, McGill. Okay, who else do we have available? No one, presumably. So that's a good setup, I'd say. Hopefully, their under 21s can do well because they haven't done well so far this season.